2022 Seahawks mock game is here. And of course, here at the Sports on Tap Seattle, we're ready to react to it. Video by Chancellor something in the description. So shout out to him. And I'm Sammy.
And I'm George. Welcome in to the Drew Lock Show.
To the Drew Lock Show. George loves Drew Lock. So just brace yourselves. We're going to start breaking down this film.
It's Drew Lock's first drive with the first team offense in the first mock game. So this is history in the making, Sammy.
Not necessarily history, but it's something in the making. It's Drew Lock's Seahawks career in the making. Let's see what he can do. And I really feel like this is our first film breakdown, George. I was telling you before this. I feel like Tom Brady, just like breaking down film. It's an interesting moment. Let's see what we got.
Oh, look at that swag.
I will say, before anybody gets excited about some of these plays, they're playing like two-hand touch. And as we all know in these type of competitions, quarterbacks are not allowed to get touched. But let's see where this play goes. This is the first play, so it's a big deal.
And if you can't hear him right there, Kenneth Walker, the third, is on with the first team offense. So maybe he's winning the starting running back job, which doesn't mean much in the NFL anymore.
I'll pause before we watch this play. You also, right now, Gino, for Saturday's preseason games, listed as the number one quarterback on the depth chart. Not to break your heart right now, but we don't know if it means anything, like you said.
Yeah, we don't.
Because Drew Lock is not listed at one, but I almost feel like they're just trying to play hard with him.
They're playing hard to get, man.
Let's see. He has a cannon.
Cannon.
This is the best time of the year for football. Well, okay. This might be the best time of the year, George. This is no huddle, by the way.
No.
I went fast because I thought they're about to go to a huddle. But let's see this before I get to what I was going to say.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Audible.
Control over the offense by Drew Lock.
Let's see what he's got. That's on Kenneth Walker.
That's on Kenneth Walker. Drew Lock is really known for his handoffs. You know, he used to, he might still be dating the Kansas City owner's daughter.
Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams in Kansas City. Kansas City Chiefs, we mean, right?
Yeah. Gracie Hunt is her name.
They're doing a lot of no huddle. This is kind of what the Shane Waldron offense was trying to do last year.
Right.
But obviously last year was also tricky with half Geno Smith, half Russell Wilson.
Absolutely.
I do think the Seahawks are trying to play tough with Drew Lock right now. Not give him the starting job. Make him a little humble. The weird thing about Drew Lock is, for as not good as he's not been very humble in the NFL.
No, he has not.
This offseason, though, he felt humble for the first time when he came into Seattle, and he seemed like a really nice guy, but a lot of rapping, dancing, and 7-win seasons.
Yeah, and roll the tape, Sammy. Let's see what he does here. I feel like a bomb is about to come here.
Did you watch?
No, I haven't. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I think that was the third option right there. Third option. That would have been a touchdown in a real game, but he stopped because of a two-hand touch.
Wouldn't have been a touchdown in a real game. And George's film breakdown could be one of the worst I've ever seen in history. He does not know if it was the third option or not.
It was definitely a second option because he looked up the field. It was at least a second option. Rewind the tape.
He can. In football, it could be the first option, even though if he looked off a defender.
I'm saying I really trust Drew Lock's judgment here. Look at this. Ready? He looked up. Oh, I was going to go deep. Look, he's actually looking deep. And then boom,
actually,
underneath.
He's not looking deep. Let me help you out here for a second. He takes 2 steps back. He looks directly at he's staring directly at the guy he's about to throw to.
That's what you think. His eyes are looking up
No, he
the
actually
field.
is. Okay, I'm going to let George break down the rest of the tape. I can't do it with guys like George who just can't have a serious word about Drew Lock. So I'm going to let you break down Drew Lock. George's favorite quarterbacks, Carson Wentz, Drew Lock, and Jameis Winston.
No. But I actually thought he did look off the guy, but he didn't. He did drop it underneath.
Yeah, but let's just keep it honest for a second. The guy's not a very good quarterback in the NFL. So this is why it's interesting to hear he's killing it at camp, and it's also interesting because you don't know what to make of it because he's going against Jacob Eason and
Geno Smith.
But at the same time, it's not like he's a bad talent. Right? He's been a bad quarterback, but he's not a bad talent.
Yeah, I mean, he's been known for his talent, but not for his decision making, his maturity, his decision making. If I think that's why I said decision making twice, but
I mean,
that's what he's been known for, his lack of ability to make good decisions on the field.
Especially if you think about it, George, the guy has been benched and restarted 3 times for guys like Teddy Bridgewater. Who else was on the team that played over him?
Just Teddy. I think it was just Teddy.
Was it just Teddy? He's been played over a couple times, though, right?
Yes.
So obviously the Broncos didn't trust in him, and
which
was tough.
But look, though, he did go into camp and then lost the job to Teddy Bridgewater, which could be a show of immaturity, right? Like, he wasn't coming in prepared. He didn't come in studying tape. He didn't come into the offseason with the notion, he thought he was just going to walk in and get the starting job. Maybe this year he's different because he doesn't know he's going to get the starting spot and he's trying to earn a spot. So maybe he came in more focused this offseason.
True. And he did, before we see this play, because I feel like, I don't know, something's bound to happen. I feel like they've had 6 plays and gone 4 yards. Where do we start at the 40?
I think it started at the 30, yeah.
30 or 40, but it hasn't gone very far.
But this is his first drive, so I mean, there's only 40 seconds left of the video, so something's either gonna score or turn it over. It feels
something good or bad's gonna happen. Welcome to football. Something good or bad's gonna happen here, or the video just cuts off. But what I was gonna say was, it can be good for a guy like him, like you said, to finally have a chance to win over a job,
right?
And you never know. Sometimes different situations can help people too. I mean, Denver hasn't been, for as quality of a franchise the Denver Broncos are long term, since Peyton Manning left. They've had a lot of crap for the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Changing coaches, hiring old guys, firing them, changing quarterbacks multiple times.
Well, let's just say it. They've just been a losing team.
Losing team with no stability.
Which
is weird for the Broncos. So hopefully this guy can figure it out. I mean, it'd be really fun for us.
That was a low snap, by the way. You have to admit, this has been a pretty impressive drive by Locke. I mean, I know it's a mock game, but it's looked good, at least.
Yeah, he's looked good. And, you would hope at his age, a guy like him looks better than Geno Smith at this point, right?
You'd hope
so. Because, I don't know. It'd be pretty disappointing if he's not better. Is that it?
No, I guess that's it. I don't think it's not a real game. I don't think there's I don't know what that I don't know.
But like you said, there's a lot of good throws. At the end of the day, yeah, you're not getting hit in mock games, but there's one thing that you actually have to do in mock games is not throw an interception.
Right. He's not, and it looks good. The ball looks good coming out of his hand. So obviously, I'm not a scout. Neither are you. We tend to have more fun with our breakdowns of games rather than being super analytical because I never played quarterback, but it looks good from what I know from football. That looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, the guy looks like he at least knows what he's doing out there. There are some guys where you watch out there, it looks like they're struggling bad.
Yeah, right? I mean, I'm sure there's a reason Tim Tebow didn't get drafted. I watch him throw the ball, probably oh, that looks bad.
Yeah, the wobbly throws.
Yeah,
but hopefully Drew Lock really is as good as he's looking at practice. Everyone's saying he's looking great. He's not listed as number 1 on the mock or on the depth chart, but I'm guessing he's going to win the job.
Yeah, I mean, me too. Yeah, your predictions is he'll win the job by the start of the season. He'll be starting that game against his former team. I mean, that's not talked about enough. Russell Wilson playing his former team. I think we need to start that. Drew Lock playing his former team.
I don't think we need to start that, but you just sounded like you were trying to be Chris Collinsworth. I just thought I heard Chris Collins. We're playing his former team. Chris Collinsworth's that guy playing his former team. That guy right here. Drew Lock.
This guy.
This guy.
Who is on the Monday Night broadcast nowadays?
Man, I don't know.
Is it Joe Buck?
I think aren't they Amazon, Joe Buck? No, it's Joe Buck and Aikman, maybe?
Is that, the new Monday Night?
I don't know.
Okay, me either.
It's another story for another. But I can look it up for you while we watch this last play because they are who the Seahawks are they're playing on, what's it called?
Monday night. And the first time in a long time, it's the only Monday night game in week 1, which is weird. Week 2 has 2 games, and week 1 has 1 game.
I wonder why they did that.
I don't know.
Troy Aikman and Joe Buck.
Hey, those are the big guns.
The big guns to watch Russell Wilson lose in Seattle. Let's just hope for that.
I hope so.
Once again, shout out to Chancellor something, right?
Chancellor something. Yeah, you'll see him on the description.
Yeah. In the description, we'll put his name. Make sure you guys follow us everywhere. It's at Sant Seattle. It stands for Sports on Tap Seattle. So it's at SONT Seattle on all platforms. And the same name as this YouTube page, the Sports on Tap Seattle, is where you can find us on all platforms for our podcast.
Absolutely.
Go shout us out there. It's all love.
Yes, sir. And Sammy, can you thank the people real quick?
I just want to thank the people for stopping by. Or, as I'd usually state, I'm Sammy, and thanks for stopping by. Peace. And go Hawks. Never forget that.
Let's fly.
Let's fly.